Alright, how many of you guys have ever wanted to own a 3,000-pound dog? Show of hands? Alright, I knew there would be a few. Well, that's not going to happen unless you somehow pull of Clifford. So you might as well buy a walrus. Walruses, I picked them because they just look really weird, to be honest. And, the big tooths and stuff. Anyways, the Latin name for walrus, and excuse me if I pronounce this wrong because I probably will, it's Adobenus, and what that means is tooth-walking sea cow. And they weigh about 2,000 to 3,000 pounds if they're fully grown and they're male. Females weigh a bit less, and they can grow up to 12 feet long. So I'm about 6 feet tall with shoes on, so if I laid down, it would take two of me, and they can be a bit larger. They have lots of blubber so they don't freeze in the water, because that would be bad. And then they have giant tusks, and originally I thought the tusks would be for like catching stuff, like impaling them and just eating them, but it's actually for like breaking ice and stuff, so I thought that was kind of interesting. It's, like I said, it's really big. So according to Laurel Neem, who's a marine biologist, she says the only predators that can like kill a walrus are polar bears, orcas, and humans. They're very noisy social animals. I would show you a demonstration, but I'd probably just embarrass myself. They tend to cram together on the beaches by the thousands, so imagine like thousands of cows just sitting in the middle of a really small field. It'd be pretty awesome. They create visual and vocal displays to attract like mates, and according to thejunglestore.com, they can eat up to 250 pounds of food a day, so unless you have a lot of money for food, take back the get them as a pet. Walruses have actually been really close to extinction many times because their oil, skin, and meat are worth a lot of money. Well, they were worth a lot of money back in the 18th and 19th century, and that's according to walrusworld.com. I kid you not. They have very bad eyesight, but they have a really good sense of smell and hearing. The babies or calves usually leave their mothers and create their own male herd if they're males, and then the girls usually stay in their mother's herd for protection. Alright, and now we're going to talk about how walruses take a giant part of today's pop culture. Alright, how many of you guys have seen the Simpsons movie? Alright, does anybody remember Grand Theft Walrus? No? Maybe? Comes with a shotgun, shoots a penguin through a window. Well, that was a walrus. There's also some songs about walruses, even though it's not directly to the animal of the walrus. It still says walrus in it. If you guys have heard I Am the Walrus by the Beatles, big band. And they are commonly added in modern video games such as Skyrim for you guys who play that. And they're just really fun to kill in that game, to be honest. I don't even know why they're in there, but anyways, this information probably isn't that useful to you if you're not a marine biologist, but I guess it's kind of fun to know. And we can pretty much conclude based on, now that you guys know that it's huge in the pop culture of today and all about it, walruses are hands down the coolest animals ever. Oh, and I have a walrus joke before you guys clap, which I know you guys are anxious to do. Why did the airplane crash?
Because the pilot was a walrus.
Thank you.